Hey there, heroes. It's Emmett from Haven for Heroes. Fresh off, sorry I haven't been around. It's got to be almost a year. It's been a little bit of having two jobs. It's been a little bit about trying to keep the company going through mask mandates and all the rest that I haven't been around on YouTube. Some of you may have seen that I have a new show on Tales from the Flip Side. Go sub over there and check out that new show on how to start a comic book shop. But why I'm here right now is a collection came in the other day and I need your help. Please help me figure this stuff out. I've been in the business a long time. I used to do sports cards pretty heavily. I don't really anymore, but I still do buy when the price is right. I got some incredible things that historical items that came in that collection, but I need some help with them because I've never seen them before. So just without further ado, let's pop one up, okay? So this is an advertisement that my guess hung at Ebbets Field, advertising a game that was for to raise money for the Masons Lodge. It was between the House of David versus Bay Parkway. It was June 19th at 2 p.m. You know, it's got all the advertisements on it. And there was one company that printed these baseball posters, and then they were all the same, and then whatever you wanted on it was printed afterwards. So they had multiples of these. These standees were never used, so these were most likely hung on a wall. There is no holes, so I don't know if these were extras, leftovers, because there's no pinholes on any of these. Here's another one. Now I did Google Translate on this, and it says Stadium Tropical. I Googled that. There was no Stadium Tropical. There's a Tropicana in Miami. This does speak of Cuba at the bottom. This is pre-Castro. This is going to be probably from the 40s, mid to late 40s. So this is when, like, Cuba was better than Miami. It was the playground for the rich. There was a lot of baseball going on down there. So this is all in Spanish, and it has the prices of the seating. But as you can see, basically is the exact same thing as the other one, just has different advertising on it. Now, the gentleman said that his uncle worked at Ebbets Field before they tore it down, and that he found these and took them. And so my thing is thinking that maybe, like, I don't know. I don't know how they ended up at Ebbets Field. I don't know if that's the real true story. You never know. So this is, I actually already have interest in this one. This is the Syracuse Chiefs. So it's a minor league team. And if you can see up in the corner, it said schedule. And I have one, another one that actually has the schedule taped to it, that it wasn't finished. This one looks like it actually never was used. So the schedule was never taped to it. Maybe it was extras when they ordered it. And you can see that they're in, so I've done, since I was 7 or 8 years old, I used to work the flea market with my dad, and I've been, like, through lots of old ephemera, because ephemeras kind of was always my thing, and being comic books and a lot of other items, autographs and stuff. This has the right patina. It has the right smell. The chipping has the right kind of age to it, the yellowing. It's all there. So this one is the oldest baseball field in America. This is the Rickwood Field, Birmingham Barons. Frank Thomas played for the Birmingham Barons, as well as, I believe, Michael Jordan also played for the Birmingham Barons at a time. But this is going to be straight from the 40s. This is absolutely never used. Never used. This is probably the best condition one that I have out of the collection. Stay tuned though, because you're going to want to see the one I'm holding out on. There's one that I'm going to show you, and it has possibly tremendous historical value. I don't know if that translates into this kind of value, but we'll see. This next one's the St. Paul Saints, and this is the only one that actually had the schedule attached. Let's see if I can get a better handle on that. And so this is a little bit different. This doesn't have the hitter. It has the catcher. We have a couple of ones with the catcher and different catchers. So these are from different years. I have one as far back as 1938, and I think my latest one is is into the late 40s, 1947. So you can see all the chipping at the bottom, and if you look at the back, the type of paper that's used, it's kind of like almost like a chipboard. If you were reproing it, you wouldn't use this expensive kind of thick chipboard type item. And then, like most of the teams, you wouldn't also be after, like the Stroudsburg Poconos. I don't know if I know the Poconos don't exist because I live not too far from there, but yeah. Here's a really nice one, pretty cool. Cincinnati Reds, Crosley Field. Have a lot of we have a condition issue. The L in baseball's missing. There's some chipping on the corners. This is you see where they have a space for the schedule. This one actually says 1938 scheduled home games. So that's what's supposed to, that was what was supposed to hang there. So that's really cool. All right. It's not a super long video. This is really kind of not about my channel. It's kind of about I really need help on these, especially this last one. This last one's really special. Super cool. So it's the batter. It's Ebbets Field, Brooklyn, April 10th and 11th, and then Yankee Stadium, New York, April 12th. The New York Yankees versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. So I Googled when the Dodgers and the Yankees played April 10th. Back in the day, spring training, there wasn't games at this time. They had exhibition games. 1947, April 10th was the first game that Jackie Robinson played in as a professional ball player. It was an exhibition game, wasn't his regular, but it is considered his first professional game in the major leagues. It's April 10th. And this may be an advertisement for that. So if anybody has any information, have seen these before, in some auction, I did tons of research. I did Google Lens. I've looked through a lot of auction houses to see. I called it a schedule advertisement. I called it baseball advertisement, Ebbets Field advertising, Yankees Dodgers advertising. This does not come up. None of these. I haven't seen a picture of these yet. Usually that means it's really rare or not very valuable. Either way, I want to know what they are. There is one hint on it. My eyesight's not great enough to read it off of here, but I will give it a shot. On the schedule, now see, the schedule could have been made by a different company than made the print, right? Maybe each team bought their schedule from somebody else. They bought this from some art place, printers, and then this from this company is the Arcus Simplex Ticketing Incorporated of New York. So I haven't done a lot of research on them yet, but maybe somebody had family members that worked for that company, or has done some baseball history. What I'm asking is, even if you don't know, you can help. If you don't know anything about these, maybe you do know somebody who would. Maybe you got a local baseball card shop who's really got a lot of really old 30s and 40s baseball stuff. It's a lot to ask, I know, on YouTube. It's crazy to ask. If you could share it So basically, I bought the collection from the gentleman, but I said if any of these pieces were a home run, that I was going to share the wealth with him. And the only way I can do that is if I do my due diligence and try to find out really what these are and what they're worth. I really would appreciate everyone's help. I'm not only going to post this on YouTube, but it'll also be up on our Facebook page, and it'll also, I've done some Instagram posting of this. If you see it, if you could share it, I don't care if you like it or not, and I don't care if you subscribe to me here or not. I really would appreciate some help. I love them. Like, I've already had some offers on them, and the offers I've got weren't bad, but I don't want to get rid of them until I know what they are. Even if they're worth less, I'll even take less money after or probably just keep them because they are super, super cool. I'm sure that this phone is not doing it justice. The colors are really great. They were kept somewhere dark, and maybe a little damps because we have the chipping and stuff, and there's some staining on some of them on the back. But for the most part, they are really bright. They're going to look fantastic framed on somebody's wall. And it may be our shop's wall. But please help a brother out, all right? I don't know what I can say. I'm a veteran, and I'm a good guy. Whatever it takes, help me out. See if the community can discover where these came from and if they are real and what their historical significance is. Because I know for sure that the Syracuse Chiefs, I had a gentleman actually in here who grew up in that area. He was really interested in buying that. He made a decent offer for me. We're going to keep in touch for the Syracuse Chiefs one. But he looked them over. He is a collector. He felt that they were the real deal. But I want to kind of know the history of them, you know. So I hate to be begging, but I'm begging. Help me out. Get this out to somebody who is in the know. And I apologize for the quality. Don't have my regular crew with me taping today, so the audio is kind of and the video I'm sure is kind of but you know, when you're out there, keep reading comics, keep loving your collections, and be good to one another.